Canada is objectively broken. In 2013, this country was ranked 5th in the world for quality of life. A decade later, we plummeted to 33rd. That kind of drop isn't a blip, it's a collapse. And unfortunately, Canada's decline hasn't hit bottom yet. According to the OECD, Canada is projected to be the worst performing advanced economy in the world for the next 40 years. We already pay nearly 50% of our income in taxes. Our healthcare system just ranked dead last in access to primary care, 10th out of 10. We're in the middle of one of the largest housing bubbles in history, with prices expected to rise over the coming years. And our food banks can barely keep up with the number of people who can't afford to feed themselves. This isn't just mismanagement, it's deliberate sabotage. If you asked me to design a blueprint for national decline, I wouldn't change a single decision our political class has made over the past decade. And while I don't advocate hopelessness, I do advocate honesty. It's no different than someone who's obese. They don't correct course by standing in the mirror and telling themselves health comes at any size and then making all the same decisions that got them there. They get healthy by admitting their habits have caused harm and making radical changes. The same applies to a nation. Denial might feel good in the moment, but it guarantees collapse. Right now, Canada is a house on fire. And I'm not the kind of person who believes that any political party is going to show up and put it out. In fact, the most helpful thing a government can do is step aside and stop making things worse. I don't need a government to solve my problems, just one that stops creating them. We're not beyond fixing this, but destruction is always faster than growth. And if the current government is allowed to keep swinging like a wrecking ball for another 4 years, we won't just find the edge of that cliff, we'll go over it. Most people think national decline is linear, that it happens slowly and predictably, but that's not how collapse works. Decay happens the same way people go bankrupt, slowly, then all at once. We need to recognize the moment we're in. If we don't, Canada won't just decline, it will crumble. Do we really believe that we're immune to the same historical forces that brought down every great civilization before us? The Roman Empire ruled for centuries and still fell. Egypt was once the pinnacle of power and innovation. Now it's a tourist attraction where people come to marvel at what's left of its collapse. Why do we assume Canada is somehow exempt? The so-called Dark Ages weren't just the result of plagues and poor weather. They were defined by population collapse, economic dysfunction, and waves of destabilizing migration. It doesn't have to be this way. Human beings, when left free, are capable of extraordinary things. But if we allow ourselves to be dragged down by collectivist mediocrity, by people who fear independence, resent excellence, and thrive on control, then yes, collapse is inevitable. History doesn't guarantee our survival. Only courage, clarity, and action can do that.